Okay, so I thought I'd start the next video with with light texture, like making the texture for the when the lights are on. So I'm using Photoshop, but I guess you can use like whatever photo editing program you have. So I'll just use the way I'm usually doing it. So I just select the different parts of the texture just one by one, then image adjustment, and here's like the curves, and here I can like change it a little bit, and as you can see, it went like a little bit brighter, and I think it's like it doesn't have to be like too bright because it's also going to have like some light dummies, so it's going to have yeah, like some extra like coronas in front of them, so I think this like enough. Same with rear uh, the reverse light. Thing is, you can do it like just select everything and do it like together, but I just prefer to do it like one by one, because this way it like maybe gives me like more more variety of textures and more like more uh, yeah, more more space to work around. Like I mean, if you're like good at Photoshop, like you can good at like image editing, you can like use like different kinds of stuff here. Like for example, you can make the lights for example for the turned off lights, turned off turn lights, you can make them white, and then when they are turned on, you can make them like orange or something. So like you can, it's totally up to you if you want like to do some different stuff. But right now, I'm just going with the normal one. So like this. Yeah, that's it. Like just file, save, and now it's the and now just big lights on. So that's it. All right. So let's see what we should do next. Um, okay, what is this? We don't really need this, so we can delete it. For example, one thing that is happening with some cars, especially with cars that have four doors, is that if you open it, if you open it, there's going to be like a big gap between the door and this place, so it looks like the door is floating in the air. But it usually happens with the rear doors. So in this case, you should like use the. Right now it doesn't happen, but usually if it does happen, you can like change it with the pivot point again, like change the position of the door opening. For example, I'm just going to randomly, as you can see, like you can change this thing. But yeah, but since it doesn't happen, so I'll just undo, and because right now everything seems to be correct. All right, so let's see what we should do now. Okay, so maybe like one thing I usually do is like I don't like when in hierarchy there's like many things like linked to each other. So for example, right now the window is a separate object to the door, but in also in normal San Andreas cars they are like together. So I just also like maybe put them together, like link them together. Right. The extra part has like three windows, so they don't really need to be I don't really feel like they need to be like linked to it. So instead, I'm just going to make one object that has all these parts like together. Also one thing I noticed is that the, there is something like when I select it, it makes the selection over until the front of the vehicle, but it shouldn't be like that. So I guess there's like one like floating vertex here. So I'm just going to select it here where it seems to be like the edge part, and see if there's something wrong. Yeah, there's something like one vertex which just doesn't like give us anything. So I'll just delete it because it's stupid. Yeah, doesn't have anything. So we can just hide it. We can also hide dummies for right now. Wheel is all alone. Bumper, I guess, is all alone. But the wing parts, they have the light. Yes. So I will just connect it. Now, like one thing that I usually leave separate are the lights. So I just connect the lights alone, and then I'll just like write something. For example, like since I'm usually doing like two types of two versions of vehicles, like one with the improved vehicle features and one with just the San Andreas light exteriors. So I just like for example write the IVF lights. But since like most of the cars also have like rear lights uh, attached to the, the the whole body, so I also like connect this. For example, this one is also like connected to the body, so I can also choose the rear the rear indicators like this and this. And here is like also important that not too important, but for some people who don't have like some sort of the right version of Sun Arrays or something, if these coordinates are not like 000, they are going to have like some problems, like they are floating around in the wrong position. So you should again like pick the pivot thing, click affect pivot, and set the coordinates to 000. Doesn't affect the position of here, but only the pivot point. So let's let it be like so. Okay, let's see what else we have here. This one is all alone. At suspensions, I don't know. I mean, like you can leave them like a separate object if you want. Like it doesn't like make any difference. But just for me, like I don't somehow like when there are like too many individual objects, so I just connect all of them. But I think I will like connect all of them, but I will not like attach them to the body. So yeah, let them just be like separate objects. So also the pivot point to 000, and I will just put suspensions so I will like later know what they are when I'm like clicking on something randomly. The wheel, let it be alone because I'm going to show it later. So let's see what else do we have. The exhaust. These lights. let's connect them, and then attach the bumper to the lights, like so. And now let's see what we have here. The body shell and the chassis, which also don't need to be separate objects, so let's just attach the chassis to the body shell. As you can see, like just like useless piece of the car, so we can just put these two together. And make sure you connect the chassis to the body shell, not the other way around. And I also noticed that my texture here on the mirror is like not the correct one, and here I also missed something. Missed the right one part of the mirror, so let's do it again. Like so, let it be like this. It's good enough. And as you can see, like the interior texture is complete mess, so I'm not going to fix it. But yeah, car like this I shouldn't like really release. So I'm just going to use this vehicle as like something to show you like how to convert. So yeah. Also, I think the extra part, the roof, should also be like should be 0, 0, 0, 0 here. Oops. Now if I like change here without clicking on the effect pivot only, it's like changes the actual position. So it's important that you always click on the effect pivot. Alright, so like this. Okay, maybe I'm going to show you now like how to actually. Okay, I'm going to apply all the dummies for the car so it will work in the game correctly. So okay, so like my way of doing that is I open the original vehicle that I know I'm going to replace it with. So I think I'm going to replace this banana with Esperanto. So I just take the original Esperanto and export it somewhere. Now I change the file name to, for example, Esperanto original or just Esperanto O, so I like know that this one is the original and not the edited one. And I will put it in my folder somewhere, or let it be here actually, doesn't matter. Now what I'm going to do is hide this one and import the original Esperanto. I'm sure like there are like different ways of doing this, but I don't know, I'm using this one because it seems to be the easiest way for me at least. So okay, now we are going to have the original Esperanto. Let's just delete some parts that we don't need right now at all. So for example, the load mesh that is going to be used for the long distance model, so this one. And also we don't need any of the damaged parts right now. So let's just select search contain string and dam. This way it's going to choose every model that uses dam as in the file name, and we can just delete them. Okay, perfect. So now I can bring back my our going to be converted version vehicle, and yeah, and start like assigning like uh, dummies to the right body parts. As you can see, actually, like the San Andreas vehicle is bigger than the original, the GTA 5 one. Like, but I think it's like all the San Andreas vehicles are really oversized and like weird looking in game. So I'm not going to change. You can scale your vehicle if you want, but I'm not going to do that because I think the GTA 5 ones are like correct size and the San Andreas ones are like really wrong size. Maybe it's like one of they had like some copyright issues or something why they had to do so, but I have no idea. But I think they are just wrong. So I'm going to go with the original scale of GTA 5 vehicles. Okay, so let's just start. So basically, what you want to do is like select the names of the San Andreas ones and assign them to your new one. For example, the San Andreas wheel is named wheel. Click on it, copy it here, Control C, and now we can just delete it because we have the name copied, and click on the new one and just paste the name here. Okay, so this was the first part, first thing. Now let's just use the chassis and see how it is like connected. As you can see, all the body parts are connected to chassis. So what we are going to do is take our chassis here because it also has the name chassis in it. It has the same name, so it's correct. We don't like okay, we can do like copy the name here, like put the name here, but since it's the same one, we don't really doesn't really matter. So now we are going to do unlink it, and link it to the San Andreas chassis dummy because the chassis is linked to the chassis dummy. So we'll put our new one just next to it. And now we can take San Andreas ones from here. All the linked linked modules and dummies that were connected to chassis. Select them, unlink them from the original model, and link them to our new model. So here. And now if you look at the original one, you can see there's nothing connected to it anymore. We can just basically delete it. Okay, now let's make the wheel dummies correct. And here it's I think the easiest way is just to take the name from here. That's the reason I left all the wheel dummies from the original GTA 5 one when we deleted everything else except the wheel ones. I think it's easier. So this way to do it this way because then all the positions are already correct and stuff. So just take the name from here and delete it and apply the name to the GTA 5 one. So like this. Oops. And now let's just select all the dummies that now have the right name. And again, like unlink and link them to the new uh, Esperanto the correct one. So yeah, so let's just put it here because yeah, they have to be connected to the I don't know how to call it the like, mother dummy or I don't know whatever. So just the first one here. Okay, and what was this object 001 we have here? Ah, it's the exhaust. Okay, so let it be right now. And now the same thing, basically the same thing you have to do with every single body part. For example, the door, take the name, put the new name here, but with the one exception that now we also have to move the dummies. So basically you have to take these coordinates from here, uh, and before linking it to the dummy, it's easier to change the dummy coordinates before. So you take the coordinate from here and add it to the dummy. And as you can see, like all of the coordinates of the door and the coordinates of the dummy are exactly the same. So now we can just unlink it from wherever it was and link it to the correct dummy. So right front door goes linked to the door RF dummy. And now pretty much the same thing you have to do for every single moving part of the vehicle. I think I'm just going to stop the oops, going to yep, pause the video, and then when I'm done you can also like do it by yourself, because it's pretty much the same thing all over again. So yeah, I'm going to save some time of the video, and you can like do it yourself, and I will resume when everything is done and we can like continue. Okay. Oh, did I forget to? Okay, so as you can see, like there is no original San Andreas body parts left except for the exhaust, and with this one it's pretty much the same, but right now I will do the same, but later we have to change it in a little way. So right now let's just put it to the right place. So but actually right now it even doesn't matter what the coordinates of the exhaust are, because we have to change it later anyways. So let's just link it to the right place and delete the original one. Okay. And also this one, since the original Esperanto didn't have any extras, but it's better, for example, now to like if you don't know what you're doing, or if it's your first time, to take one of the original San Andreas vehicles that does have extra and see if where it is, to which dummy it is connected to or linked to, and also link it same place. And I think the San Andreas original extras are like numbered like extra one without like any of this or something, with just extra one. And I think they are linked not to the chassis but to chassis dummy, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's just put it to chassis dummy, and if it's like wrong in the game we can just later change it. So like so. Mm. Now what we can do is move the exhaust position. This is like the place where the exhaust fumes are coming out in the game. So it should be exactly where the muffler is. So like here. it's better to change it on the one of these screens, so one of these views, because if you change it here, like on the 3D one, you might not see it in the exact right place you, you should it should be. So yeah, like looks like it's correct. And right now, even though like it has two exhausts and we only have one dummy, don't worry about that. This thing we will later change in the handling file. So you only need to put like one dummy, and I think usually it is the right side. Or actually, it doesn't matter. Like if we change it in the we change it in the handling file, it's going to like mirror the coordinates anyway, so it doesn't matter. And now we can just put also the same thing to do with daylights. Let's put it there where the light should shine. So maybe here. But the lights with the daylights, it is actually there is two lights. You can make like two light coronas. So let's put one here, and the second one like right next to it. But just to make it easier for me, I'm just going to delete this one and clone this one, but change the name to daylights 2, and move it here. So the x coordinate and the z coordinate are exactly the same, and just easier to do. Okay. Mm. Now the same thing for the front ones, and make sure, and yeah, just to remind you that you can only put like for the San Andreas lights, you can only make two different coronas. So for also for the headlights, you can make headlights and headlights 2, but not headlights 3. So let's put it to the right. Okay, right, right position again. I think like so. Okay, so headlight 1 here and headlight 2, 2 here, and that's it. And now we can maybe then also put dummies for the indicator lights. For that, I just clone the headlight and just change the name to indicator R. Later, I think you should like I should change the README file where all the names and the materials they need. So because right now for me I know it by heart already because I have done it so many times, but since for you it's like the first time, you're going to maybe need some extra readme. So, and since normally the light shines from this to this end, and we copy it from the headlight, we just have to rotate it a little bit, and we can see that maybe it should be like 90 degrees. And yeah, oops, just move it to the right location. And with the other side, we can just clone, make a LF, and to the other side, so minus, and here, just instead of minus 90, 90. Okay, and And basically the same thing with the rear lights. For example here. I also forgot to say that the lights are the same thing. So you only put it to the one side, and the game by itself will mirror them to the other side too. But the same thing doesn't happen to the IVF lights. So here we have to like put dummy to the both side of the car. So for example, red light. How was it actually? Maybe it was like, I don't even remember. Like I think it was red lights are if it's not working. So then I also have to check it from the README file, like because I haven't done it in a long time. So I might also have forgotten some stuff. But yeah. I usually use the light bulb to find like exactly the right location where the dummy should be. So maybe like this. Again, clone, and instead of L error, we put L and minus. And now we only have missing the rear indicators. For that, we can just copy this one and change the name to RR, and move the new one to the back end of the car. Oops. But yeah, so like so. Let's see if the position is right. Nope, should be a little bit lower. Again, to the other side too. So left rear. But I think in our case right now the light is quite big, so we can actually put like 2 dummies here. So for that, just clone RR and RR2, and just move one, maybe move like one corona here. And here we can actually also like rotate it a little bit, like so we can put it on a small angle, maybe like this much. Yeah, let's put it like minus 100, nice number. And same thing again, clone LR2 minus, and here we have to also change the okay. So now all the light dummies are put to correct place. Now we have to also do the same thing with the steering wheel, because right at the beginning we didn't link it to anything, and in improved vehicle lights, improved vehicle features, you can rotate the steering wheel like this. So for that, we are going to first need to affect pivot center to object, and now here change this the rotational direction to pretty much the same to match the steering wheel direction. So and remember it. So and like copy the coordinate here. And now we need to give it a dummy. For me, the easiest way is just to take the windscreen dummy, clone it, and give it some other name. For example, steering dummy or something. Give it the rotational coordinates of the steering wheel. What's this? Now we can take the coordinates of the steering wheel Now they should have the same coordinates. Yes. So now just name the steering wheel like this, move steer 1.0. I don't know why it has to have this name, but I think this number is something to do with how many degrees you can the player can rotate it or something. But I'm not sure. Don't ask me. I'm not the expert. But yeah, it has to have this name. So give it this name and unlink and link it to the new dummy we just created, the steering dummy. Another thing we can do is the bed arm location. So this dummy is used when the beds are driving the vehicle and when they are relaxing their car outside of the window. So like I don't know, maybe here. All right. So I think we got all the dummies in the right position so far, and the vehicle is pretty much ready to be put in the game. Oh, actually, one thing we didn't change is the seat position. Here, I also have like a interesting trick I'm using. I take the front seat front seat dummy, put it here, for example. Now I open one of the beds in the game and import it to the car and put its animations, the seating animation, and then with this I will just try to find the right place for the dummy. And for that I open IFB IO tool, import DFF. I usually use the 0. You can use, I think you can use whichever you want. Now select it, load the IFB file, so the animation file, the bed IFB, and find the car seat animation here. Okay, car seat, just not the passenger one, but just the car seat, and apply animation. And now you can see like the 0 took the car sitting, car driving animation. Now just again select everything, the bones of the bed itself, the skin mesh, and also the bed front seat dummy. And now I put all the coordinates to 0, 0, 0, and now I can just move everything all together and find the right place where the bed should sit. So I think like here maybe. A little bit closer. This will maybe take a little bit time, so you can finding the right sitting place. I don't worry about the heads, the legs sticking out of the bottom, because I have a custom animation. Because since the animation is made from these huge San Andreas vehicles that where the beds are sitting on a I don't know, like a couch or a wooden chair, so the legs should be like a normally the legs should be maybe a little bit higher. I have made a custom animation where the legs are like that, so I don't care if they're right now they're sticking out of the car. But what I do care is that the bed's hand are not reaching the steering wheel, so we can fix that. And to do that, I just have to select the steering wheel and the other part that is connected to the steering wheel, edit mesh, vertex, and now drag and drag its location to the hands. But here, when you're selecting this, you have to be very uh, very careful not to select any other stuff that might be like on the other side of the car, like at this place. So for that, I just select this, and just in case, like deselect everything that could be here. But I think there wasn't anything, so just in case. And now we can just move the steering wheel to its hands. So maybe like this. Looks like a little bit too far, maybe. So yeah, maybe it looks like too odd that there's like a huge gap here. So I can also like move the dashboard a little bit closer so it would look a little bit better and doesn't like affect the overall car look too much. So yeah. Yeah, maybe like this. Yeah, you can like collapse everything, collapse all, and we can delete our bed from here. Delete and make sure like the bed front seat. This dummy has to be on the right side of the vehicle. Otherwise, the driver is going to sit on the like the opposite side of the car. So, but just to get the coordinates right, the position right, we use it here on this side, and yeah, now you just delete the minus from the coordinates. Also, if you're doing the car which has like also rear seats, you can do the same trick, but just using the instead of using the driving animation, use the passenger animation, and you can use the coordinates the same way. But okay, always also since we moved the steering wheel here, this means like the dummy is not in the right position anymore, and the pivot point is not in the right place anymore either. So you have to do it again. Center to the object. Uh, the rotating is still the right, correct, but the coordinates changed. So instead of what we had before, okay, so only this one changed. It's good. Here we can't just place the coordinate here because this makes the all of them move. So what we do is we click don't affect children and apply the coordinates now, and now only the dummy moved. So yeah. Okay, so basically the car is I guess all the dummies are in the right place. Oh shit, we forgot one thing. Okay, we forgot to make the petrol cap. But yeah, okay, I will show you how to do that really fast. For that, I just take the chassis, hide everything else, and now you have to like decide where you want to put the petrol cap. I usually, since the GTA 5 vehicles don't have it, but San Andreas ones have, so I just look up the internet which car this is like based on, and try to figure like where usually on these vehicles the petrol caps are like located, and which how they look, and like which texture to use. But right now I will just go randomly. I will put it for example here, and for that I click on the chassis, clone it, put like whatever name you want, and Now we have two chassis, but we don't need so much stuff. So I Control A, select all, and delete everything but this. So I think we're going to, let's try to make the the the, the gas cap here, and for that let's just already put gas cap texture already on it, which is this one. Put whatever you want. Now it's also important that you move it a little bit, like maybe one coordinate unit or 1 or 2 coordinate units outside of the original chassis, because if you don't in the game, it's going to like start flickering a little bit, so it's going to look really ugly. Okay, there we have the right texture. We don't need this much stuff here. Delete this part, and now we are just going to make we are going to cut this huge polygon we have here to do a little bit smaller. So for example, to do that, I use the slice plane. Okay, one more thing, just to make it more visible, more clear on this view. I'm going to change the color of the polygon, so now we can like see it better. Yeah. Click on vertex, slice plane, and yeah, one here. Like yeah, decide how high the top part of the gas tank cap should be. Slice. Now to move it down a little bit, like where the bottom part of the cap should be. I usually like just when doing this, I look how much I'm moving it and remember it. For example, if you look at the coordinates, I moved it to minus 0.1. Remember that. Slice again. Now rotate it and rotate it 90 degrees, so it will look like this. And now we put the sides wherever you want the side to be, maybe here. Slice, and again now move it like exactly the same amount as before, so we can make a perfect square. So like this. That's it. And now we can like delete everything else but the middle part, which we are going to use for the gas cap. Yeah, like so. And now we just have to put the correct texture mapping. UVB map planner, like this. Unwrap cap. And yeah, I don't know if my okay, looks like we have some shit here. We should be deleted, but I'm too lazy. Okay, let's do it. Okay, never mind. I'm just too lazy to do it right now. So I will just move it like this. And now you can see that we have the gas cap square. I think also all the gas tank textures I have are also included in the folder I sent you. So yeah, you can use them. Now I just attach the body chassis to the gas tank texture and find the original gas cap petrol cap dummy and move it to the location of our newly created gas tank position. So yeah, like this. Yeah, and now looks like all the dummies are at the right place, and we can like in the next video I'm going to show you how to put the car in game and test it and see if everything is correct. Okay.